Folks, the Vienna Vikings and the Rhein Fire are going to do battle this weekend in what could be the game of the year, what could be a preview of the Gold Bowl come September in Duisburg, which would be played at the home of the Rhein Fire. And joining me right now is the defensive stalwarts for the Rhein Fire, Nazir Streater. Nazir, appreciate you, brother. Thank you for your time. Thank you for joining us today. And talk about your season. Congratulations on what's been a great first half of the season. You guys have been balling out, had a big win over Jamison Wong and the Panthers this past weekend, a dominating victory, you with your 2 interceptions. Talk about your season so far and how the Rhein Fire are doing as you are getting ready to take on those Vienna Vikings this weekend.
Yes, sir. Well, first and foremost, thank you for having me, bringing me up here. It's a pleasure. Honestly, the season's going good. We had a lot of adversity early, but as a team, we overcome it. And, just day by day, practice by practice, film session by film session, we just stacking the bricks and keep getting better and slowly learning our identity of as a defense and as a team of who we want to be. And it's just been going good. The 4 picks in the last 2 weeks, it's a blessing, honestly. 2 picks in a game is not regular, and let alone back-to-back games. It's honestly crazy. So I give all glory to God for that. And, just my teammates being in the right position to cause pressure on the quarterback to force him to throw it and, me being there to make the play. So everything's going great so far.
Nas, it really is irregular for a defensive back to have 4 interceptions in the last 2 weeks, but you did it. How did you raise your level of your game the last couple of weeks? Of course, you've been at a high level all season, but the last couple of weeks allowing you to get those 4 interceptions in the last couple of weeks, have you seen a growth in yourself over the last couple of weeks, after the bye week?
Honestly, for sure, diving in the film, taking the off the field preparation, more seriously, and, just preparing for success, honestly. And then the first couple of weeks, I didn't have a lot of targets in zone, man, not a lot. And then the last 2 weeks, then had 4 or 5 targets, which led to 4 picks. So, just doing the off the field things and my teammates doing their job on the field to help me be better. So.
Nas, when you're back in the backfield, are you focusing mainly on the quarterback? Say this past weekend against Jamison Wong, are you looking at him and his tendencies? Of course, you studied him and you know his tendencies. You know what Jamison Wong likes to do. For instance, are you looking at him? Are you playing off the wide receivers and the tight ends? What are you doing as far as your vision and what you're trying to do back in that defensive backfield?
Honestly, both. Like I said, with the film preparation, and going in practice and seeing the scout team do it in practice, in game, it's a lot slower and you could trust your eyes better. So, the first interception, I seen him roll out and I immediately took my eyes to where he's rolling out to. And I knew they wanted to run like sort of a smash concept with the out route in the corner. So I was honestly just trying to rob something, and it happened to be that he threw the out route. The out route sat down instead of keep going to the sideline, and I was running full speed there. So it put me in the right position.
Being one of the stingiest defenses in the league, of course, with Vienna being the other one, that should be a great matchup this past weekend. What does it mean for the defense to be like that, to be a team that really would love to pitch a shutout if it could?
Yeah, like I said, that's us as a defense growing and learning our identity. We want to play fast, physical together, and it's just week by week, we got to get to that and achieve that. Like I said, we had adversity. Our defensive coordinator, they had parted ways. So we had a new defensive coordinator, Coach Luca. His first week is a little rough. Everybody trying to learn each other and get comfortable with the new defense. And then now it's just, honestly, it's less thinking and more playing now that we got more comfortable. So.
Nas, when you look at your quarterback, Kenji Bahar, and the offense, Jonathan Scott is, of course, the guy that really stirs the drink as far as the running game's going. You've got Kaylon Geiger and a group of others, really great wide receivers, Christopher Milkey, Harlan Quofi, of course, one of the best wide receivers in the league. What do you like about your offense, and what kind of pressure does that take off of you defensively, knowing that your guys can move the football down the field? Kenji can move the ball down the field. You can run the ball, you can throw the ball, and you can score at a high clip.
Yeah, it makes the offense very scary. We have a lot of weapons. Defense has full trust in the offense. We don't care if it's 4th and 30. Like we want them to go for it because we know that our defense has their back. and that we're going to do everything in our power to keep them out the end zone and give up no points or give them the ball back. So, with that, all them weapons, it's a lot. It's a lot to study for and practice. We practice versus them every day, so that also makes our defense a lot better.
Of course, it's a long season, like 14 weeks, 12 games. What did you do over the course of a season, Nazir, to keep yourself upright, healthy, and and just keeping yourself ready week for week? Because they always talk about the best ability in football is availability, but so keeping yourself available on a week by week basis, physically as well as mentally.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like the physical part, going to the gym, pool workouts, sauna, things like that, just taking care of your body off the field, not just with the physio staff 2 days out of the week, like them other 5 days, 3, 4, 5 days when we don't have practice. You got to do something to help recover your body, whether it be a lift, plyos, whatever it might be. But the physical part, definitely with the gym, pool, saunas, things like that. And mentally, honestly, Kalen Geiger, he got me on meditating a little bit. So now for mentally, I've been trying to get better with that, and go to the park. It's been nice out. It's been hot. This honestly been the hottest summer I've had in Germany so far. So just going to the park, laying in the grass, sitting in the grass, meditating, praying, doing things like that.
That is so cool. Naz, what does it mean for you to be amongst the brotherhood with the Rhein Fire, a professional organization just like the Vienna Vikings? Two professional teams are going to meet this weekend, but being in a professional organization that has high standards, so you can't have any standards that are less than what the Rhein Fire are doing. Just talk about that and the brotherhood that you guys are building week by week as you come together for one of the biggest games of the year.
Yeah, I mean, from day one, we asked everybody why are they here, what's their why, and it's to win a championship. A lot of us had other opportunities to go play other places, but at the end of the day, we all chose Rhein Fire for a reason, and that's because we wanted to be the best. It's the brotherhood is easy to have a family and brotherhood when we're all on the same page, and like when adversity hits, things can get hard, emotions can start flying, but the leaders and the coaching staff and everything we have here, it just helps everybody calm down, be in the moment, figure out whatever we got to figure out, and then go back out on that field and dominate. So I love the brotherhood here. It's definitely a family, and we all on the same page, so it makes it easy.
Naz, when you study Ben Holmes in this Vienna offense, one of the most explosive offenses in the league, what do you see in him? What do you see in his running backs, his wide receivers, and how tough will they be to defend against this weekend?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, they're a great team. They have a great staff, great players. They've been playing together for a long time. So, I can't tell you all my secrets of what I'm studying and what I'm looking at, but just know that, we're going to come prepared. We're going to come out playing fast, physical, and we know how much this game means. And at the end of the day, like you said, it's a preview for the Gold Bowl. So as long as we handle every practice and then that leads to the game week by week, we should be okay.
How much do you study film on yourself on a week by week basis, Naz? What do you like when you look at yourself from the Panthers game? I'm sure you've been kind of watching your plays. And of course you had a monster game, 14 tackles, the 2 interceptions, the 5 solo tackles. But when you look at yourself, what do you look for to improve on every week?
I mean, watching the highlights is cool, but you also got to watch the lowlights and, the things you did bad. So, because at the end of the day, that's what teams are going to look at on film and try to figure out, is that normal? Is that just a mess up? So, watching the film, looking back at it, just seeing what I could have did better, whether it had been, staying square in my back pedal longer or trusting my eyes or even just wrapping up. So that's kind of the things I look for when I watch myself on film. What can I do to get better?
Naz, what does it mean for you to be one of the captains of the Rhein Fire, to have that C on your chest?
Honestly, it means a lot. I haven't been a captain since high school. So, it's something I don't take lightly. And I also was kind of surprised by it, but my teammates voted me. So, I can't let them down. I got to do everything in my power to lead by example, voice my opinion when it needs to be voiced. And, just honestly, like I said, don't take it lightly. Go out here, and these guys chose me to be their leader, and just prove to them why I should be.
Answer this. The Rhein Fire will win on against the Vienna Vikings if they do ...
If we play discipline, limit the penalties, limit the dumb plays, do your job. Because at the end of the day, it takes all 11 players on there, especially as a DB, if it takes one player to mess up, it's a touchdown. So, everybody to do their job, play together, play fast, physical, and discipline, honestly.
Well, Nazir, I appreciate your time, brother. Best of luck this weekend against the Vienna Vikings. It's going to be a tough one, but it should be a fantastic game. We can't wait to be on the call, but I appreciate your time, and I can't wait to see what you're going to do this weekend to follow up the last couple of weeks you had. Thank you, Naz, for your time. Appreciate you, brother.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me, man. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.